The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Come everybody and don't be shy. 5 men in a tank trying to stay alive. Will they, won't they, who can say? Listen to What's the Script today. Hello everybody. Chris didn't know I was going to do that. Welcome.
You are the white M&M.
There's a Bruce in his name somewhere, isn't there? Hello folks. The very warmest of welcomes back to What's the Script, now on Series 5, and this is Episode 2. My name's, I was going to say Big Craig, I never call myself Big Craig. Fucking hell, man, it's too late at night for this pish. My name's Craig, and as always, with me is my equal partner in crime, Mr. Christopher Ness. How are we?
Howdy, JJ.
Oh, dear.
Oh, hi. Oh, hunky dory, mate. How's things, mate, after a long shift?
Oh, take me back to the days off and the 10 o'clock recording sessions, mate. This
Oh,
half
aye.
9 at night pish doesn't settle well with us. No.
Aye. I look like a couple of fucking... Well, I'm not saying what we look like.
Look like a couple of handsome, tired bastards is what we look like.
Aye.
So there you go, folks. As you probably already, as you've just learned, that it's very late at night for us. Christopher and I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and it's now 9:30 in the evening times. But
Yes.
to be fair, we're home. We're a wee bit fed, then a wee bit shits. We're ready to go for this, aren't we, son?
Aye. Aye. I can't feel my Jojo, but I lost the feeling of that round about 8:30 there.
Who's your
The
Jojo?
body's shutting down from the waist upwards.
All right, I know what a Jojo is now then. You said that,
Oh,
pish.
yeah, Jojo. What did you call your PP back in the day? I definitely called mine Jojo.
No, mine was just my wee man.
Is it? You
But my
fucking
mum-
pervert.
But my mum used to say, stop touching your wee man. It'll fall off. All right, mum.
Yeah.
You bother.
Years later, I would grow up to call it Igor. Igor!
Years later, I've grew up to find out she was right. Where the fucking thing is, Jesus, where are you? Sometimes I need to just lie in my bed and get a wee fishing rod and put a bit of bacon in the end of it, see if I can tease the bastard out at night, you know what I mean?
A wee bit of tackle for your tackle there.
Oh, if only it was a fucking lie. Anyway, listen, thanks again, folks. We need to give thanks to Quaint for providing us with our opening title tracks. Fabulous Glasgow band, as we've been telling you for well over 6 months now. Get them fucking listened to. You can find us on all the platforms that you're always associated with: Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, all the places, you know what I mean? And let me just give you some figures here, because I'm quite proud of this, Chris, as you know. The Facebook group page, which we only started maybe a couple of months ago, was up to 215 subscribers. Our YouTube channel is teetering on the 300 mark at 293 subscribers. And our X channel, which you run, is now at 1,766 followers, and only 3 of them are bots.
Yes. Aye, that's practically the away end at Ibrox there.
Except from Celtic, I've been visiting, you understand.
Aye. That's your Hamilton academicals and that there, you know.
That's a healthy Motherwell if
Your
ever I've seen
Greenock
one.
Mortons there. Aye, talk about
don't
you,
say
Paul,
that.
you bastard.
I don't see Greenock Morton. That boy will come in his drawers, sunglasses all steamed up and that, sitting having his dinner.
Aye.
He's a fishing wee shite, isn't he?
That's smashing, eh? Who would have thought so many people would listen to a couple of bucket swinging men like themselves.
Couple of figure-8 mop providers, you know what I mean? I just don't know what I was going to say there. I know it's good, and listen, we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah,
It's now wrangling with me that I get shot of the fucking Instagram, which was sitting at 3,000 or something. But I get fed up with nobody talking to me on it, so I just get rid of that. But shout out to our homeboys at Seismic Soccer /Cinema, the boys at Diabolical, who are on Series 6. They've overtook us, but today less episodes of series, right? Bastards. Well done, boys.
Oh, it's what is it?
I just listened to the latest episode there, and it's I can't even remember what it's called because I've not seen it. It said National Lampoons, but it's that in name only, and it's a spoof crime drama, a bit like a Naked Gun that Samuel L. Jackson was in. I can't remember what it is, but it was funny. It was that funny. I couldn't remember what it was called, but the movies are relevant when you listen to just such talented group of individuals, a bit like ourselves, you know. And the Wreckfest boys, all right there, guys. How's it going? A couple of great stories recently, mate. Fucking Grease. That's what I'll say to you. And sorry, I have to give the boys at Bad Movies Rule a shout as well after conversing with them on their Instagram today, because they're doing Tango and Cash, mate.
Oh,
and
smashing.
I said that. I says, listen, we done that. Thought it was smashing, blah, blah, blah. I'm interested to see if they say it's a bad movie or no, because no, I don't think it's a bad movie. It's a classic for the 80s. You've got Jack Palance.
Who can forget that guy's jaw?
Oh, that guy's jaw. Jack Palance, Sly and Russell, and then you've got prime Terry Hatcher cutting about on a dancing fucking pole.
The American dream was built on that guy's jaw. There you go.
Aye, and he still had space. Helipad on his nose and everything. So there you go. That's my shout out's done for this week. Chris, as always, and when I remember to do it, which I didn't in the very last episode of the last series, what have you been watching since last we recorded?
Oh, sir, I have been all over the place. See like a rash? Worse than a rash. I have been like dark matter.
Oh, well, is that worse than the red matter at Star Trek? Is it?
I don't know what's the matter, but everywhere, right? So I'll start, right? But obviously, I told you I was watching Boogie Nights again. Smashing. Still hilarious. Still like it, man. It's funny when it's funny, and obviously goes off the rails. If anybody hasn't seen it, watch Boogie Nights. And you know how we usually talk about soundtracks to films?
Oh,
that's probably fucking up there, by the way.
Oh,
there was a sequence in it. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's the hips away there.
Mother, where's my wigs? Fetch me a wig. Heartbreak Agree, mate. That's a fabulous movie.
Aye. Big Butt Reynolds and everything, man. It's just, and then see the amount of actors that are just, I completely forgot they were in it. And they just pop, because see, because I hadn't seen it in ages. I don't know why I forgot they weren't in it, but like Philip Seymour Hoffman, Don Cheadle, John C. Reilly, you know what I mean? Mark Wahlberg is a 13-year-old boy practically. You know what I mean?
Aye. Juliette Lewis in it for me and all. Just
aye. Oh.
Aye.
Aye, smashing. But after that, things took a bit of a sinister turn, and I watched Shot Caller. Anybody that's not seen that, I think it might be on Netflix.
Excuse me.
Smashing film. It's about some guy goes into prison, has to join a prison gang, and things end up a bit topsy-turvy, but it's good. You like it. A bit of violence, and it's a bit of good wee story to it. Then, I don't know why we ended up here, but I put on Small Faces. Anybody that's seen that, the old Glasgow film, about wee gangs running about.
Running about the granary. Run about the granary before it fucking shut.
Aye. Kevin McKidd's running about without his toxoplasmosis, know what I mean? He's out there running about, head of the tongs there, out there, out there chipping folks.
Before he got his cat, wasn't it?
Aye. It's before he got that rancid bastard cat. I went and seen Horizon, an American Saga, Kevin Costner's Western.
Oh, what was that like? By the way, he's before you say anything, he ruined it before it came out, didn't he? He's just nay trailer, nay nothing, nay just come and see it because I'm Kevin Costner.
Aye. There's good parts to it, and there's boring bits to it. It's you can obviously tell it's a 3-part saga thing. So if you like westerns and you like just to see that time in the past, then you'll like it. But don't expect fucking Young Guns and all that kind of stuff.
See,
Know what I mean?
I like a western, and I like Kevin Costner, and I like Yellowstone and all that, and I think he's great in that.
Aye.
So I would have been interested to see it if I fucking knew it was coming out. But he's kind of ruined part 2 because nobody went to see part 1.
Aye.
So I think they're trying now to clamour to get it on streaming part 1 as fast as possible, so people will get interested for part 2. You know what I mean?
Aye. It's a 3-hour kind of epic thing, but it doesn't feel like an epic, if you know what I mean. Like it's got so many stories in it, and they all kind of start congregating like near the end. Know what I mean? So I'm guessing part 2, you're going to get the payoff of all these things. Know what I mean? But hey, it wasn't shite, and it wasn't I must see. It's one of the films just in the middle of the road.
Cool.
Right. I watched The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis running about. Gary Oldman, for some reason, is some southerner in Spain. Murty piss. But I forgot Lee Evans was in that. I don't know why. So
okay, sure was.
I gave Nope another chance, and I stick by my original feelings behind it. It is fucking garbage. Anybody that likes it, you should be in the fucking desert with that thing, whatever it is. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. Like, no, bad. And then I went on to it was all sorts of these, by the way. My next belter was Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
It's all right, isn't it?
He plays both sides against one another sort of thing. It's aye. And by the way, it turns out it was written, the screenplay was written by Walter Hill there. So then see how things all come together there.
It's a sign,
finally,
isn't it?
Finally, we finished with Blazing Saddles because it's aged, but it's funny because I see the humour for what it is. So
Listen,
it doesn't offend me, so I watch it.
In the 5 series we've done, we've fleetingly mentioned Blazing Saddles here and there and try to justify it. I'm not doing that anymore. See if you can get it. Fuck you. Life's too short, man. Life is too short, but I totally understand what you mean, mate. You know what I mean?
Aye. Listen, obviously there's bits of the language in it is dated, but the way I see the film, it's a parody on everybody's perceptions of people. Know what I mean? So don't like it, whatever, but I like it and I watched it, so there. Get it round you.
No.
And
see if you don't
recap done there, you know.
See if you don't like it, no today, you can throw out your hands, stick out your toes, hand on your hips, give him a push. If you know, you know. So was that you, mate? Was that all you watched since last we spoke?
That was it,
I'm going to tell you everything I watched, and I'll need to do it in the style of Ace Ventura. I'm only kidding. Doom Patrol, House of the Dragon, up to date. Valhalla, a Vikings of Valhalla Series 3, dusted. Mindhunters, dusted. 1917, Despicable Me 4 at the cinema. The Equalizer 1, 2, and 3, The Black Phone, Get Out, Twisters at the cinema, Long Legs not at the cinema, thank fuck, Casablanca, The Matrix, and Nope. So there we go. I've been busy. I've been a right night owl and no sleeping.
Turns out I went to see Long Legs as well in the cinema, and I echo what you said. That's, by the way, I gave the Nope people pelters, the Long Legs people pelters. You should be dragged into the street and fucking bring out your dead, sort of thing.
Aye.
It was so shit.
I've
terrible.
Done a letterbox review, as I've been doing quite a lot now, but I've not been pure in-depth reviews. I've just been getting kind of feelings on it. And I thought Nicolas Cage played his part absolutely fine, as you expect with Nicolas Cage for what it was and who he was playing. And the lassie, right? What's her name again? Escapes me. It's a kind of a wee Scandinavian twist her name. I can't really remember. I've seen her on something else as well, and she's a good actress. And in this, I was like, what the fuck are you playing it? And then she started acting with 15 minutes to go. And I'm like, there she is. Hello, where are we?
Mate, I thought the exact same. I'm like, you're annoying me. I
thought she was playing like a wee lassie that maybe had autism or something, because my son's on the spectrum, and I thought she was playing that kind of role, but she wasn't. She was just a traumatized wee lassie that grew up to be an FBI agent, and she's probably traumatized, wondering what film am I in here? What is this? Is it a horror? Is it a FBI thing? Is this fucking Silence of the Lambs 2? What's going on?
Mate, there was this part of it, when I was watching it, see her acting, it was taking me out of the film.
Aye.
Because I was like, what are you doing? You don't feel like you're part of this scene. You know what I mean? I'm like, fucking...
Everybody kind of was seeming to bark at her, and she was just, yes, like robotic, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's just not fucking very good. And plus the fact I seen everything that was coming a mile away once I understood what was happening and all that. But there we go, folks. I don't want to get any more spoilers than that. Chris didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. You might be one of these fucking maniacs that say it's the best horror film you've ever seen in your life, puff, whatever. But see if that's you, good luck with that. I'll just go over quickly a couple of other ones. Like you, Nope. I watched that for the first time, and I was getting right into it, the build up and shit, and then it's as if they let a wane write the second half of the film. No spoilers, but I said it's been out fucking a while. The thing just appearing and fleeting and shadows behind the clouds and all that, I was like, oh, the fuck's that? Oh, I'm scared. You know what I mean? And then once it appeared, a plectrum with a mouth. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And then the people getting soaked up and inside it's jelly and all that. It didn't elaborate on that pish. And then out of nowhere, it turned into a fucking jellyfish or a kite with a fucking...
Well, you used to jump up the backs and somebody hung out their old fucking ripped washing. You know what I mean? You're like, the fuck is that?
Aye. Oh, look at that doily's been caught in a bike chain. Oh, is that fucking ripped to son? Aye, but big, powerful floating alien thing that only eats people in one valley, by the way. It's got a whole planet to choose from. It only eats people in one valley. And then, if you don't look at it,
aye.
Where the fuck they go?
I know, mate. It's fucking... Oh, I remember sitting in the pictures, like you, going, the build-ups, this is kind of, this is intriguing. What the fuck is this? And I'm going, oh, Kawaii.
It's just so bad, man. So bad. A big letdown for me. But I did watch Get Out, which I hadn't seen either. I liked that. I thought that was good. That was
it's good, man.
A good story. It was very Stephen King-y fucking for me, and I liked that. It's quite dark. That's quite a funny word to say, seeing it was built on racism, but it's quite dark. But that was good, mate. And then very lastly, I went to pictures to see Twisters, which I thought was fine. good watch, some great effects, no enough effects. And I think there was a better story to be had in the last 3 minutes, which showed you the aftermath and the outro of what they went on to next and all that stuff. So I'll leave it there. So there we go, folks. That's what me and Chris watched there, because it has been a wee while since we last recorded, just due to work commitments, family commitments. It's the school holidays, my side of things, which is throws our morning recordings up in the air. But I've got a wee window on Monday, mate, before I go to Turkey. Monday morning, we can maybe hash out one for next week if you want. So, last week, Mr. Ness, I had the pleasure of picking from your list like a fucking Pinky in the beehive trying to get the honey there. And I picked a good one. I picked one so good that I had to take it off my list as well. And it was 2014 World War II epic. Not epic, the grander scheme of things, but a fucking blockbuster, Fury. So tell the people, mate, it was on your list. Why was Fury on there?
Because Fury is a smashing film. It's probably one of the best recent war films. You know what I mean? Obviously, the 1917 came out and kind of put things back out there, but this was smashing. Pulling a tank crew that you didn't really get, and again gave you a kind of glimpse at World War II, and it wasn't the old dashing, we're here to save the day, we're good guys, know what I mean? I think it kind of hit home what people had to become to be winning wars, know what I mean? So, but on the back of what you done last week, 2014, just a few honourable mentions. The Academy Awards Best Picture was 12 Years a Slave. In the same year, you had American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Nebraska, Philomena, Wolf of Wall Street, and it was the same year they gave us Frozen. The movies made. Aye. The movies made in 2014: Interstellar, Whiplash, John Wick, Guardians of the Galaxy, Grand Budapest Hotel, American Sniper, Paddington. That's just in there for you, Craig. Hitman, Theory of Everything, Intimidation Game, and Foxcatcher. No, that's not a bad wee haul there.
That's a fucking great wee haul.
Aye.
That's a
the events.
See, before you go into the events, I mean, you never even mentioned the ones I'd put in for films for that, which I thought were no bad. Fucking Dawn of Planet of the Apes, Nightcrawler, Dracula Untold, Edge of Tomorrow, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Your ones are fucking 10 times better than mine, I'll tell you that.
I'll just do it there, mate. But the events of 2014.
What happened then?
A few of these were actually in our homeland there, know what I mean? But first of all, the Malaysian airline disappeared. Remember that? Just fucking, totally disappeared. And then, turns out, is that a bird? Is that, what the fuck are you looking at, Peter? But turns out 2014 and all was when ISIS started all their pish. Know what I mean? Just a couple of guys up to no good. 2014 was the same year as the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. And it was also the same year that Scotland voted against independence.
It's the year we said no. Which is quite funny, because I don't mind telling people I voted aye. And I'm so glad I was wrong. I was sold the lie. Anyway, when you go, sorry, mate.
Aye, but just a couple of famous deaths, because I was kind of ruined with these, by the way.
Oh no!
James Garner, Mickey Rooney, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Richard Attenborough, Robin Williams, Bob Hoskins, Maximilian Schnell, and Rick Mail. That's fucking depressing, that, isn't it? There's a couple of my fucking favourite people on there.
Couple of heroes in there, by the way. I didn't. For all of them, I didn't realise Bob Hoskins was 10 year.
Aye.
Thought Bob Hoskins was 4 or 5. There you go. Fucking
it's fucked that. And a few honourable mentions for songs. You get Happy with Pharrell Williams, All of Me with John Legend, Shake It Off with Taylor Swifty. There's a shout out for your Swifties there. The Monster with Eminem and Rihanna, Wake Me Up, Avicii, Calvin Harris with Summer, Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus, Roar, Katy Perry, and Bloodler Lines with Robin Thicke. So there's your rundown of 2014.
Aye.
If
Music
you
was
didn't
still
like that
shite.
and you went, oh, you did say that song, go take a fuck to yourself.
Aye. Oh, it did they say Coldplay, Sky Full of Stars?
Aye, yeah. And I was like, no, but I'm no giving they bastards airtime. That's fucking plenty. Like,
You're not getting,
oh,
you're not getting Gangnam Style. Fuck you.
I know, fucking, what's his name again? Chris Martin. Oh, come on, people. We need to band together. We need to save the world. That right, Chrissy boy? How you doing your world tour? You fucking walking? Aye, prick. Fucking, oh.
Oh, to be fair, he's all right if he doesn't talk. I went to see Coldplay and Bella Houston Park, but it was during the release of their X and Y album, which was, I thought, was one of my top albums. And I don't know, I was full of ecstasy at the time, and I was just lying on a path listening to them. It was brilliant because see, just before it, they were supported by what do you call him? Gaz, the lead singer. Fucking, can you hear us pumping up your stereo? Supergrass.
Supergrass. That was just there.
Right, do you remember the video to that song? It was like psychedelic paint and all that, and heads were coming off and stuff. They were doing that on the stage, and I was tripping out my fucking box, by the way, man. Full of ecky, couldn't step near me. Move, you fat bastard. Fucking chill out, man. That guy's heat's fucking luminous and floating, and you're telling me to move? Oh, it was just the best thing.
Fucking brilliant. I will say this for Chris Martin, but he's a genius. He's got so many people singing a song that he wrote about the Yellow Pages. Know what I mean? It's fucking hats after the boy.
And his songs always used when people are like trying to heal. They just want to play fiction in the background and all that. Or teams of a certain persuasion get a new manager. Like when we asked Walter Smith to come back, remember? When you try your best and you won't succeed. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Play that time.
Aye. But 2014, that's when we got Fury.
Brilliant. And that was from Christopher, our yearly roundup. That's a new thing. Brilliant. I love that. I quite like that. We walked in memory lane. For people who have not seen this film, Chris did explain it, but very, very quickly. In the last months of the Second World War, or WW2, as Americans like to call it, the Allies are into their final showdown. But things are about to become even tougher for Don Collier, an American tank commander, and his crew while counter-attacking the enemy. Oh, by fuck, did it get complicated? Oh, Jesus, fucking Mary Joseph, the wee donkey, and the wee donkey's job is that somebody has to clean up half the street. Oh. Who's in it, mate?
Sorry. Smashing people. First of all, you've got Brad Pitt there. See like that. He's stood there behind Craig, and he's obviously hanging out a window, looking at somebody walking up the street. Here, get me an ice pole.
He's waiting for a drop off at 4:30 in the morning. Zazmo! No, it's a taxi. Oh.
And he's wrote Fury on the window ledge. Like, what's that kid's problem?
This is furry, Davy. Right. Freezing, it's furry, it says.
But we've got big Brad Pitt there. We've got John Bernthal, Punisher. If you know, you know. You got Shia LaBeouf. He hangs about with the Transformers there. You got Michael Pena. He was hanging about with Ant-Man. You got Logan Lerman.
He's hanging about the maze, that good.
Aye, he's a maze runner, that boy. Jason Isaacs. He's hard on his boy in Harry Potter. You got Stephen Eastwood there. And Jim Parrack. That's the other ones I wrote down. Because they're kind of the main players, know what I mean? They're kind of there. And a bit more. So, aye. A wee crew, a wee cast, but they're smashing.
Oh, smashing. Listen, we said it just before we ended last. I got it wrong. I said 4 guys with Oscar-worthy performances. I forgot there was fucking 5 of them, but then I think me Logan Lerman's wasn't up to the other 4's fucking kudos. But that's to take nothing away for the wee guy. I thought he was smashing as well. What a movie, man! It didn't need a big. I actually had a cast of hundreds, obviously, but it was all background and krauts and people generally getting bullets in the eyes and all that, you know.
Aye. The film's directed and written by David Ayer, who is a kind of a bit of hit and miss for me, but when he hits, he hits. You know, it's like Rocky there. You know, just
you know all
gets
about
right
it.
in there. Aye. I mean, because I'm sure he'd done the first Suicide Squad, and
the
that
Jobby
wasn't so happy for me. Aye.
No, the Jobby Monsters. Oh no.
The Jobby Monsters. You talk about Pebbles and Dash there.
That's what they were. Jobby Monsters. Fucking shite. Pardon the pun.
Hey, Baba Gadoosh.
Hey. Smashing.
Aye.
What was the financials for it, mate?
The financials, according to my sources on the internet, was 68 million for the budget, not to be sniffed at. And it took in 212 million. So, profit, as far as I see it. Exactly.
Cha-ching. Considering Brad Pitt was in it and probably height his powers, Shia LaBeouf up to now, probably commanded quite a decent wage, I would imagine, as well, after that 68 million, you know what I mean?
Oh, aye. But, aye, definitely. I mean, even Bernthal and all, because his star was rising, you know what I mean? So, because I think he'd already kind of done like Walking Dead and that, you know what I mean? So, he's got to have been maybe not commanding the same amount as Brad Pitt, but he's got to be there or thereabouts.
When was the Wolf of Wall Street after us?
No, so, it was before this. It was the year before.
Because I thought it was great in that and all. You know what I mean?
Oh, he was, man.
But can I give a special shout out to Roman Vasyanov, who done the cinematography for this and the music by Stephen Price as well. And that kind of bears into the fact that of the 16 nominations this movie was given, 4 of the awards were for basically what they two fucking done, you know what I mean?
Aye. Getting onto that, how this didn't get put into the fucking brackets for like Academy Award stuff. Now, I know I mentioned round off films that they were smashing, like for the next, then obviously the Academy Awards goes into the next year, you know what I mean? And obviously Interstellar and all that shit, but I was like, how this didn't get any nods for the Academy Awards, I'm just baffled by. Wasn't he nominated?
No.
Considering the acting by these guys in this tank was fucking, and then just see the feel of the film, like the cinematography, like you've said, the music and all that, even the costumes, you're like that. How the fuck?
Aye, amazing. Because we're not that far into the film when War Daddy has to go and hide between 2 vehicles and have a mini breakdown. You know what I mean?
Aye. No, I mean, I can see that just the way this film starts off. Just the fucking, I'll say later on, but just see where he's just, you're just following this Nazi walking through the field like on horseback, and War Daddy jumps out and just fucking stabs him in the eyes, and you're like, oh, it's Swanee Aim, is it? It's like fucking
quite a soft cinematic piece, is it? Yeah, smashing. Now, it was given a 7.6 out of 10 on the ImDb and 76 mirrored it in Rotten Tomatoes percent out of 100, which is fair, isn't it?
Right, definitely. I don't know what it was. Maybe there just wasn't a taste for war films, but see for like reality, I would put it up beside Saving Private Ryan. It's just that brutal, and it's not the old jolly. We are the Americans. We're here to save you. Here's open. There's a glass bottle of Coca-Cola there for your troubles. You know what I mean? It was like fucking horrible.
My kit bag's so heavy. How much you get in it? Oh, nylons and chocolate and fresh apples and the like to get to the people. Fucking nothing like that. You're quite
No.
right in comparing it to the horrors, not just the horrors of war, but the reality of fucking war. You know what I mean? To Private Ryan.
Yep.
In some respects, I would say this was done even better because these guys look fucking done in, man. Bogging.
Aye.
Just what's the word? They're just they've nothing. They're deep behind the eyes. Killing's a job, and it's so good. I mean, they roll into camp right at the start, didn't they, on the tank, and they're hanging out it
Aye.
like fucking the tank, like dead bodies, man.
Aye.
Amazing.
See, that's what I was saying. I know. Let's see how you got these like imaginations, like after they've been in the battle and all that, they survived the battle. They're going to go to this nice, wee, luscious green field, and there's going to be pots of fucking. Oh, there's Mother Stew there. Oh, that's smashing that. He's a bowl of that. It's fucking horrible in it. It's all mud. People are like, fucking see that bit. It's like the nurse and the water for washing and she's just launching blood into the mud. You're like, Jesus, fucking get that to fuck.
Aye. Do you wash your hands there, Mary? Fuck's sake.
Aye, fucking you're just seeing the suffering, everything. Because again, see this film, this is the kind of the first film that had me feeling sorry for German citizens.
Oh,
know what I mean?
Citizens, right?
Aye, because see in other films, right? I just go, sorry, sorry, German people, you're up to no good. Know what I mean? Oh, well, where's the neighbours went? I don't know. All right, I want to name, is it Fräulein? You cheeky bastard. But see in this, fucking, you see that they're starving, they've nowhere to go, they're trudging through fields, know what I mean? And you're just like, oh, couldn't have been good that. Know what I mean?
I mean, we'll probably get to it later. But can you imagine living in a world, right, where if somebody gave you an egg, right, just one egg, you would be willing to sook the bobby right off them. You would do anything for this egg, man or woman, by the way. Could you imagine being that fucking starving, deprived, and that you would eat cornflakes out of fucking Doug's arsehole for this egg? You know what I mean? Can you imagine being
It's a wee bowl, that.
That's an awful wee bowl. Depends on the Doug. You know what I mean? You might be better off with Cocoa Pops.
But it's even as you're seeing in Aussie, as the troops are rolling into town for town and all that, and it's like even the people that didn't want to fight for the Nazis were hanging them for light posts and all that because they wouldn't fight for the Nazis. Know what I mean? And that was like it was like a first for me. I was like going, oh, aye, they poor bastards, fucking, they had it tough enough. Know what I mean? So,
aye, you're right, totally right, and it gives you two perspectives, right? A lot of the films we've seen are battled in the World War on German soil. You know what I mean? They're usually fucking France or Normandy, sometimes Britain airstrikes and all that, blah blah blah, or out at sea. Very rarely in the fucking belly of the beast. But you're right, mate. Can you imagine being in your wee town and fucking soldiers start chatting your door and do this or else? You're fucking. You couldn't be 2024, Chris and Craig. You couldn't. I don't believe in that. Oh, okay. Just get on with your day. Fucking any bother.
Do you still own your shoelaces? Hi. Hang him. Look. So what? And then it's like, fucking, look at you. You're not so giddy as the schoolboy. What? It's just fucking.
Your wains are getting fucking indoctrinated, just taken away off you and all that, and everything you own is theirs, and you better fucking no question it. Because you're right, there must have been some amount of fucking Germans that just they're humans at the end of the day, and all. Fucking
no, I mean that's like I say, mate. It's the first I'd ever kind of considered like the German people in this that war. Know what I mean? Like it's always been like even like for Saving Private Ryan, it's like the wee French tune, it's the wee French family and all that. And you're going, oh, they bastards. They bastards. But aye, just makes
Right
you
at the
think.
start, mate, as I said, in that scene as well, they're rolling into the camp. The people walking away from it are all refugees. They're all German, just walking through a
Aye.
fucking muddy field, and that lassie with her bike and all that. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Aye, it's like our one possession she's got. Know what I mean? And it's just fucking.
She'd fucking swap it for an egg, but
I just never considered it down that road. Know what I mean? Like it was always everybody else fucking suffered because of the Nazis, but aye. Talking about fucking driving tanks, that anyway. I didn't I didn't know that Michael Pena actually learned to drive Sherman tanks.
oh, he was tanked daft the boy, wasn't he?
Oh
Done
aye.
all his driving, all the driving scenes.
Oh aye, everywhere, mate. And we were talking about how they looked frazzled and they looked bogging and horrible. Turns out Shia LaBeouf just went literally with it. Didn't he bath, ripped his own tooth out, cut his own face to make it more authentic, and you're going, you imagine that in your workplace? Hey, Shia, son, you know this is kid on, aye?
I am going to take a leaf out of your book, mate, and I'm going to say that I have a lot of time for Shia LaBeouf. Now, I know he's been a bit of a prick leading up to this movie, by the way, and during this movie, he was in real life. But I have sat online with Shia LaBeouf, by the way, right, at a meeting.
Oh.
I'm not saying more than that. You know what I'm talking about. And this boy, I've seen his interview with John Bernthal as well, no long ago, and he was so committed to his acting and all that, blah, blah. You don't get a lot of that, I don't think, anymore. But seeing in real life, he's just a fucking, he's learnt from his mistakes. He just wants another chance now, and I hope he gets it. Because I think he's a smashing actor, by the way. Can't say it about that. He is just a fucking phenomenal wee actor, man.
Aye. Oh, and this, mate. What we've already said, mate. See everybody that's in this, especially the tank crew, phenomenal. I don't think there's one bad performance. Like even like I see, like even a split seconds, you go, oh, you kind of fucked that. Know what I mean? Everybody just plays their thing out fucking perfect. And I would say, see the dinner scene. We're talking about the eggs. I think that's the fucking best bit, by the way.
Aye.
So,
I remember the first time
I've
watching
got
it.
a lot of time for Shia. Know what I mean? Transformers, for fuck's sake. Who didn't go see the Transformers? Anybody that says they didn't go and watch a Transformers film, I'll show you a fucking liar.
I know I went to see the two films quite similar to them. It was the Megan Fox films, the first and second one. I can't remember what they were about, but they were at about the same time as the Transformers. Aye, I fucking enjoyed the Transformers. I don't give a fuck what MD says. And his character in that, allied with his mum and dad, I thought it was a cracking comedic fucking back and forth with all them. It was really, really good.
Aye. Superb, man. But
apart from that as well, I mean, Shia LaBeouf, I think he was actually born again during the filming of this film in real life, and started facing up these demons, drugs, alcohol, behaviour, whole shebang, and all that. And he had a couple of spiritual awakenings while making this film as well. However, during filming, Shia LaBeouf almost got in a real fight with Scott Eastwood while the cameras were rolling. Eastwood, riding on his back, kept spitting tobacco juice into the tank, and LaBeouf didn't fucking like this and went for him. And then the director's like, "No, he's meant to do that." He's like, "Oh, sorry." Sitting there bogging, pull your own tooth out, go like that. You're getting spit on me, you doing your dick.
What you doing spitting on us, you mad rocket?
Fuck's sake, man, you've got spit on my shit stains there, man. What's going on? Tank-wise as well, mate, you said about Michael Cena being fucking tank daft. This is only the second time a genuine Tiger tank has been used in the production of a World War II film. It features a Tiger 131, because there's no planes for plane watch in this film, sorry folks, for the UK's Bovington Tank Museum, the only fully functioning Tiger tank in the world. So there's obviously other ones that are ornaments now, because they just don't fucking work.
Aye.
can you imagine how many like tanks and vehicles and guns and unexploded mines and fuck knows what is still out buried in fields in there, man?
I know. As I see, even here, mate. See, fucking, I remember being a wee boy, and they were building this. See the house is just behind where I stay, and the next thing we all get letters through the door. I hear we're going to build your windows up because they found an unexploded fucking bomb. You know,
I
like
remember
that.
that.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
fucking
that.
smashing that.
And by the way, when I say I remember that, I might not be that actual, because that happened quite a lot when I was growing
Aye.
up. Like you say, as flats were getting pulled down and tenements were getting bulldozed. Oh Jesus! Fucking
What's
that'll
that?
take the
It's a
face
funny
off you.
shaped
That
build on that. Aye.
Wayne's sitting playing with it, hitting it with cans and all that. I mean,
Why is there a skull and crossbone on the side of that there? Aye, but
I sent him
aye.
out for mustard. They came back a mustard bomb, the bastard.
There's a there's a wee program out there. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's about this guy and he buys military memorabilia, see the tanks and the motors
Seen
and
it.
there's
Used to be on BBC Three when that was a
aye.
channel.
Aye. That wee guy, mate, he goes to all these stuff like Czechoslovakia and Hungary and all this stuff, and they've got these fucking old tanks and like tracks, and so it's a thing. People rebuild these things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, and you see the money they deal in, 300 grand for a fucking bolt. You're like, oh. But it's out there. It's out there.
Just make one a 3D printer now. You know what I mean? No bother.
Aye, exactly, exactly. But
Amazing.
another thing I'll say about this, which I found out before we're deciding to do this, right? But the final battle is actually based on a true event, and it's based on a guy, Lieutenant Odd Murphy, right?
Aye, Odie Murphy.
Who sent his aye, he sent his crew away, right, and interrupted this battalion coming to cut off American lines and all that. He held off 250 enemy troops and 6 German tanks. Got yourself the Medal of Honor for that.
Fucking medal. My God. But
Aye.
it's staggering, man, to think that a time in our history, not even 100 years ago, there was men and women and all, by the way, in their own right, who just fucking done these heroic, amazing things. And by the way, we probably don't even know the other half that people done and fell
Aye.
during. It never get told to tell the tale, but it just again it fucking wrangles with your head with society today and people's attitudes and fucking
Aye. Aye. It's fucking amazing, mate. See, when I read that, I went, yeah, listen, aye, aye. You.
aye.
It's
I mean,
fucking aye.
maybe
It's
maybe I will, right? But I've got a kind of a wee hankering for going and visiting kind of these places. If I ever get
aye.
an opportunity, I would love to go to like Auschwitz. I'd love to go to fucking the beaches of Normandy. I'd love to go to fucking all these places and just see stuff. You know what I mean?
Aye.
There's a town somewhere in France, and I can't remember what it's called, but there was a guy done a wee tour of it, and it's quite famous. If you know it, let us know. I can't remember. It's in France, and the Germans come into this town, and what they done was they took all the adults, men and women, fucking locked them in a church, took all the wains, locked them in a council hall, and fucking set fire to them, and just left the town. And the town's just the way it is now. The way the Germans left it, it's fucking things like that fucking happened, man.
I know, mate. It's fucked. It's totally fucked. But hey, makes for a good film. Makes for a good computer game, mate.
I thought you were going to say that. Want to make an omelette? You know, you got to do. It breaks the egg, you know. Fucking. But what is some of your favourite scenes, mate? Well, we're at it.
Oh, Fucking hell. Well, aye. We'll just go with it. The end battle, I just think is fucking phenomenal. Well, these films, they usually get a big payoff at the end and a big fight. But see this, it was fucking, it's just, well, I'm no American, right? But see when you're sitting there, you're like, fucking gas lads, fucking do them.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? And it's fucking fake, but you're like, that's it, lads. That's what it was all about. Fucking duty. That was your mission. You don't do this, fucking something bad's going to happen. Know what I mean? And see the way they filmed it as well. Like obviously it's dark and you don't see a lot of Germans and shit, but you know it's like a fucking outrageous battle happening. Know what I mean? And aye, just great, man. Like just these guys that wanted to bolt like 40 minutes before it are now like, I'm not leaving you. You're not, aye, well, Nanians are leaving. Know what I mean? It's
Aye.
fucking aye.
That's
Just
amazing.
hit all the ingredients. Know what I mean?
It makes the Alamo look like a fucking water pistol fight, by the way.
Aye.
You can't go anywhere within this 3 meter fucking shell or radius, and you're holding off fucking wave after wave. With what little ammo, you know it's running out. You know what I mean? You're going to have
Aye.
any bullets in a minute and all that, and fuck me, it's just so well done.
Aye. Is that siege mentality thing that I think it just resonates with people. Know what I mean? That sacrifice thing, the honourable sacrifice. Know what I mean? It was just aye. This the effects, the shooting, fucking all. I don't want to say too much, right? In case people haven't seen it, but
Fuck
I
them.
mean, it's
10-year-old.
fucking 10 years ago. See when like people you because through this film, right? You get the semblance, you get the feeling that they don't like each other, right? Because they're always fucking pelting one another, slapping each other, bullying each other, know what I mean? But that's what they've had to become to win this fucking war. But see that final battle, see when some of them start getting fucking taken out, and you're like that. Or there's my boy away there, know what I mean? And you're like, oh fuck's sake, man.
Aye, because see when they're, I think another great scene, I'll give you one, right, is when they meet their other tank operators and they go through this field side by side and they're picking up soldiers along the way that are lining up. Now, War Daddy knows these other fucking captains very well, possibly for years, and then he's all of a sudden looking to his left and looking to his right and they're getting fucking annihilated with this whatever tank buster tank, I think they call it, out of nowhere. And see the guy just disappearing on the turret. He's just hanging out the turret and then he just looks round and he just goes, he gets a fucking shell right through him.
Aye, just fucking. Mate, that's something else I know what I mean? Because it was at the start of this film, it says something like a tank crew's life expectancy is fucking very short. Know what I mean? Like the Sherman tanks, there was a lot of them, but they were shit compared to the German tanks. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they were getting fucking annihilated. And you just that's another one of my favourite scenes, mate. You see the one that when they're fighting that tank, and it's just fucking bang, taking this cunt out and that cunt out. Know what I mean? And I'm not sure if it's that, but when they shoot at his pal's tank and it fucking ricochets off it and fucking fires into the distance, I was like,
just took that right out. That was my next thing going to come out of mouth. And it happens a couple of times after that. But see, that first time you see it, fucking, it just, where's that going? Do you know what I mean? There's a ricochet going.
It is.
Lord, he's not even perturbed. He gets a wee fright and goes, oh, ricochet. Fucking.
You know what I mean? It's just the noise and everything that comes off it, and you just think, fucking see that, and that's gone somewhere else to either fucking just take somebody out or just die in a field, but you're just like that. It looks so fucking real.
Aye. And it highlights the armour. Although our tanks are inferior, it still highlights the fact that if that was something else, it'd have been fucking blown up, but it ricochets off the armour. If it's not a direct hit, you've got a chance kind of thing. It's amazing, man.
Mate, It's superb, mate. And I'll say again, see the opening scene. No, I don't know if I just see because we do this, right? And I don't know if I just look into this going, what's the message? You know what I mean? As I sit there with see my big filter with my fag on the end of it like that. What's the message? You know what I mean? Smoker's jacket and all that, but
Backlights.
aye. But it's the opening scene is this German is just on horseback and he's just walking through this field of death. And it just went fucking right into my head again. Death rides on a fucking pale horse. You know what I mean? And I'm like that. Oh, here. He's a bad bastard. You know what I mean? And then you're just, obviously, he's taking out the game and it shows you the brutality, but you're going, see that? It just made me think, because there's Spartans through this. Because obviously it becomes a lot more religious with Shia LaBeouf's character. He's Bible bashing like nobody's business. But, aye, it just seemed a bit more biblical watching it this time around.
I agree with that. There's a heavy biblical element to it. And although you don't see the full white horse again, you see its hoofs trotting by their tank at the end scene just before, I think, War Daddy buys it. You know what I mean? As if it's full circled.
Aye. And I'm just, see the ending, right? Obviously, the guy Norman survives, right? And I'm just wondering if it's like God kind of spared him, if you know what I mean, because his sins weren't as bad as the rest of the crew.
Fucking,
know what I mean?
German soldier fucking spared him and all, didn't he?
Aye, but that's what I mean. It's like, see, any other time, it's like, there's a wee cunt there, know what I mean? But for some reason, that German decided not to do it. And then the next thing you see the white horse. So it's like death has passed you by, sort of thing. And I'm like, oh. And it sees it pans up as well. Obviously, you're seeing the tank, and it's a crossroads. Know what I mean? I'm going, oh, here, big JC's been at work here. It's just like I said, mate. The second watching it, doing this, I'm going, oh, there's a wee message behind here.
Aye, but Norman was tired because he fell asleep after it. Get woke up with the cavalry, you know what I mean? But that's fuck all. That was just an ending. I'm sure that with 2 years would be picking out the eggs scene, the French town.
I didn't even write that down because I knew it'd be happening anyway. You know what I mean?
Aye, just for context, people, they ride into the next town. It's been occupied by the Germans. There's some citizens out there, fucking hands up, white flag and all that. It's not their fault. And they quickly eradicate the German influence that's there, bring out the fucking SS commander. He gets fucking done in. Javier is aim, buddy. But see, remember the first time seeing this? Everybody out, and they all come out, and it's all the Waynes for the tune that are obviously in there getting taught Nazism, and they all come out with the uniforms too big for them and all that, and guns, and you're like, fucking hell, man. Recruitment,
Exactly. Aye. But War Daddy and wee Norman go up to this house, and I'm guessing it's a mother-daughter, maybe a 2 sisters.
She said it's her
know
cousin.
What I mean? Cousin. But they're up there, and it seems like it is definitely one of the best scenes, man. It's because you get a sense of normality again. Like, because you're in this wee room, you don't see the outside world. You know what I mean? Because the tone has changed as well. Because see, when they're ever in the tank and all that, it's always grey, gloomy, whatever. You know what I mean? But in this house, it kind of seems brighter and optimistic. You know what I mean?
Well, just before that, before they get into that lassie's house, they get into the main kind of, I don't know,
square.
They get into that fucking big grand room where all the Nazis have fucking committed sideways, and War Daddy he's teaching Norman all the time, right? He knows his shit. I'll get to a bit before that, but he's telling Norman's like, what the fuck's happened here? He says, well, they knew we were coming, so they get drunk as fuck and shot themselves rather than, you know what I mean, be caught. So that opened his eyes, and that's when they see the curtain in it. And
Aye. And
it's
see that,
just
I know
as
that was actually based on a real event.
aye, that's that. Well, fucking Hitler done it, didn't he?
Aye. But aye, it's fucking aye, legit the next scene with the two women, know what I mean? And it's just how it twists that fucking scene, know what I mean? Because you're kind of like that. Oh, War Daddy isn't he a bit of isn't he a pure bastard, know what I mean? Fucking wee Norman gets the experience being a normal boy, know what I mean? They're all going to sit down, have a nice dinner. It all seems rosy in the garden. Then the next thing you hear fucking pulling the gang coming up the stairs, know what I mean? Like, bastards! Bastards!
I again, the tension of them arriving and spoiling that had me scared.
Aye.
So I didn't know where the film was going when I first watched it. Like you say, it's just as if War Daddy wants 10 minutes, just wants 10 fucking minutes of being able to have a shave and sit down nice and calm with a couple of women and have something to eat, and then he'll be on his fucking way and it'll be war again, you know what I mean? But
Aye.
his crew just fucking don't allow it. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, the poor lasses. What's happening here? Oh no.
Aye, it's just aye, exactly. It's because that's there in the background. You're going, oh no, surely no, man. Come on to fuck, and it's just because it's like again, like you were saying, Wall Daddy's just he wants that bit of normality back to he can let his guard down sort of thing, and right after that, it's back to the Wall Daddy. You know what I mean? Fucking tells them straight. But I get let's see the acting in that scene, mate. It's superb. See, if you're not going to watch this film, just watch that scene. It's fucking tremendous. Because obviously the crew feels like, oh, you're too good enough. You're too good for us then. Know what I mean? If we know been through shit together. And it's just fucking, they're going through these deeds that they had today to get to this point. And you just see them, see one by one, kind of fucking breaking inside. You're like, oh,
Aye,
oh, they poor boys.
John Bernthal says, oh, is this Normandy? Aye, is this what it is? Fucking Normandy. You know what I mean? It's all about him. But again, you're right. Brad Pitt's acting in this is fucking phenomenal. I'd struggle to actually think he does better than a lot of things this is built for him, this role. He's just calm as fucking. He points his knife at them all. I'm just going to enjoy my eggs, boys. And I'm not going to let it be spoiled by you or you or you. But see, two things, right? Bernthal and LeBeouf acting with their eyes. Their eyes are fucking filled with water.
Aye.
Just a pain, jealousy, rage, you name it. And then this is the point where Michael Cena in it?
Pena.
Pena, sorry. This is John Cena. This
Or
is
Michael
when
Pena.
I realised, Michael Pena, sorry. This is when I realised, oh, he can play a bad cunt. Because when I seen him at the start and all that, I thought, is he going to do this? Is he going to pull it off? But he does. And he talks about the horses and all that. And there you go, the horses again.
Aye, it's just, aye, it's like they're sounding out loud the things they've had to do. Know what I mean? The things they've had to become to get to this point. And it was like you say, is the betrayal in the hut. Oh, so we're not fucking good enough for you after we've been through all that together, know what I mean? And you're just like, these guys have got a point. But see, Shia LaBeouf, he doesn't say a thing. He just sits there, fucking tearing up, agreeing, right, right, and just staring at Wall Daddy, you know what I mean? And you're just going, fucking put your ear on that boy.
Aye, who is it that says, is it Bernthal? It says something like, my being out of line, and then LeBeouf, Bible says to him, no, you're not being out of line, no. You know what I mean? And then the wee thing that might go under a lot of people's radar is when Bernthal licks the lassie's fried egg and then puts it back in her plate and says, didn't touch it. But what War Daddy just gives her his egg, takes the slabbery egg, fucking starts eating it. Oh, fuck you, mate. I'm get it up you. Know what I mean?
You know what I mean? It's a fucking, it's like a fight without a fight. You know what I mean? And in that time, you think these guys are fucking savages and things are going to go really, really bad here. And then once like War Daddy's had enough, he just fucking puts the boot back down again, doesn't he? And they're all like fucking wee boys. Oh, didn't he mean it? Didn't he mean it? And then you're going like that. If that's what user, what is he? Know what I mean?
Aye.
You're
What's
just
stopping you
fucking...
if he just fucking doing him in? You must know he is a crackpot to fuck. And then Michael Pena even has a wee greeting. I'm sorry, just drunk. You're like, top that one.
It's wee top hat one and all that. Fucking aye, it's superb, man. It's one of the best scenes ever. There you go. I'll say that.
Aye.
It is.
And then it goes for your relief that the boys don't fucking date into the woman. You're like, oh, thank fuck. And then bang.
And it's see that, mate. There's so much of that in this film, and it's fucking gutting. You know what I mean?
Aye.
It's like you've been in there and you're like, oh, nothing happened to them. They're going to live. It's the last days of the war. They're fucking fine now. Bang, boom, and it's like, but what do we do? What do we do? And it's like, carry on the war. Get in that tank, you fucking idiot.
So I mean, that's amazing. I know, right? So you've went for relief that the lassie's been okay to fucking heart-wrenching despair that they've just been shelled. It makes you think, oh, I'm glad they got out of there. They've been shelled. And then Norman, obviously, he's fucking madly in love with this lassie. He's just probably got his whole, he's just lost his virginity to try to get it. And then Bernthal is like a big brother. And Gazerne gets him. And like, I'll get him, as if, don't fuck it. And then just grabs him. Norman's hitting him, fucking leave me. And he's like, come on, hit me, get it out you. And he gives him the man hug. He's like, oh, fucking yes, brother.
But you see the other scene like that, and I know it's fucking so stupid, but it's at the end again. And it's obviously the morning Norman's woke up after surviving the battle, right? But see this film, you're in this tank, and it's like that becomes your home in this, I know. But see, after the battle, Norman's in the back of the ambulance, and he's driving away, and you're just seeing the troops marching by this tank like it was nothing, but it was fucking so emotionally charged, and you're like that. Fucking, that was what should have ended the war. And you're like, nah, next one, and you're just going, fucking hell, man.
It's unbelievable. It's only a movie, but this shit went on, man. This fucking happened every minute, every day. And then just when you think you've done your Purple Heart shit, you're probably getting sent back out tomorrow. You know what I mean? There you go. Norman was probably checked and patted down for holes. Any bullet holes, you all right? You cool? We'll send you in another tank. All right, done good in that tank.
Aye. You know what I mean? I think the Norman's journey through it, I know, is fucking, it's brilliant, man. The character arc, yeah. The wee, quiet, fucking terrified typist. You know what I mean?
Aye, because it's a quicker transition for him than it is for Upham and Private Ryan.
Like that fucking bum.
Aye, I just can't go that cunt, especially after seeing him in the Black Phone. Fucking Al-Qaeda prick. You know what I mean? So, watching this movie, mate, so much emotion, up and down, roller coaster, acting fucking phenomenal. What's some of your favourite lines in it? Because there's some fucking doozies.
Oh, lineage. Well, I'll just say one, right? Because it still makes me laugh, even though I know it's fucking coming. And it's when they're on the tank, all talking like, she'll fuck you for a chocolate bar. And they're all like, right, enough, that's a bit much. And then War Daddy just goes, do you think Hitler would fuck us for a chocolate bar? It's just like, it's fucking, the camaraderie. The boys are marching to their deaths and they're laughing.
That's a belter, that War Daddy. I like your shit. It's fucking cut your jump.
It's fucking, again, see that? It was more a glimpse of what it would have been like instead of, when I get back, me and my boy Timothy, we're gonna paint the fence with some lead-based paint.
I can smell my mama's cornbread and I can hear Archie, our dog, barking.
Right. See that shit? I'm like, no.
There's no whimsical fantastical dreams are getting out of there. They don't even want to think about it. It's a hope that fucking kills you, as we know. Talking about that scene where all the Nazis have just get drunk and killed themselves, and Norman's asking for an explanation, and War Daddy just says to him, "Ideals are peaceful, history is violent."
Aye.
Well, fuck me. It's a line, isn't it? It's a fucking line. It's a blinder.
And apparently that was fucking hanged. I'd lived with a old Brad Pitt. So if that is true, aye, kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you.
The other one is a conversation between Bible and Norman, and it's just 3 lines, man, and it comes out of nowhere, and Bible just says to Norman, and says, "Wait till you see it." Norman's like, "See what?"
Aye.
What another man can do to another man. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Oh, fuck.
There's deep shit there, man. There's a lot of lines in it, but I just chose to pick that one. See, as a fucking like a pick me up, because a lot of this film is fucking, oh fuck's sake. I mean, there's even a bit when they're traveling to the next town, and all the tanks are just rolling near this poor bastard's unidentified body, and he's became mud. You like that?
Aye.
Who does he belong to? You know what I mean? Like, fuck off, man. It's just nuts.
The fucking earth is who he belongs to. I thought your best line, your favourite line, would have been one that you might have used in real life, is when Sergeant Davis says to War Daddy, "Fuck, thought you were dead." And War Daddy says, "Devil watches over his own." I was like, that's a Chris line, that. Chris has used that in a pub. Like, man,
Devil watches over his own.
No heard for you in ages. Aye, devil watches over his own. All right. And then you've got the collective tank motto, which is best job I ever had.
Aye, know what I mean? And aye, that's going to be a coping mechanism in it. It's just, aye, fuck. This is a bit much.
The first time it's a toss up with Norman whether, well, probably doesn't understand why they're saying it, and he's no earned the right to fucking say it yet.
Aye.
But just before the final battle, he gets it and he says it, and you're like, "That's you. You're part of the crew now, sir."
Aye, you're in with the boys there.
Aye, you're doing a good job. You're suitably bogging. Aye.
But fucking didn't he mention it? Like, Norman's like his inductee, he joining the tank. Go to the kitchen, get hot water, clean the blood out of that tank, son. And then he's in there. He's taking this guy's fucking family photos where the guy was sitting, washing up blood. And then the next thing you see it, and it's just this guy's like his face, half his face is lying there in the tank, and you're going, Jesus, you could have picked that up.
Aye. Aye. And there's no drainage system to wash it away either.
No, it's just, aye, it's like, aye, you're earning your stripes here today, mate. This is what it's all about, and it's fucking, again, and showing you just the brutality of it.
And that's fucking very quickly. Norman's had his first face pick up and spew in the mud, and he's like, "What the fuck? Light up him was I was here for admin." You know what I mean?
But there's another scene I thought was brilliant, but it's horrible and all at the same time, and it's the one War Daddy gets Norman to shoot the surrendering Nazi, and you feel so uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? It's just like, even to the point where War Daddy's like, "If you don't kill him, I'm going to kill you." And Wee Norman's still that innocent. He's like, "Well, kill me then." And it's just like, you're going, "Oh, fuck's sake, man." This is, oh.
Aye, as you're right, it's fucking horrible when you're like, "Oh, going to just stop it, mate." But you look at every other soldier watching this happening and thinking, they get it. Because Norman's just been given the blame for the attack that's cost fucking a couple of lives because he never shouted There's a cunt in the bushes.
Aye,
And
exactly.
you just see that American coming down on fire, looking Norman right in the eye and shooting himself. You're like,
Yep. Aye, it's fucking, it's brutal, man. And again, like necessary has to happen because if he doesn't do this, he's going to cost more lives. But see, after it's done, War Daddy again, away self in the field, and you can see it looks like he's about to break. But he's like, this is what I've had to do again to make sure this wee guy fucking survives the war. You're like, oh,
see
my
even
boy.
it is because see even when Norman first appears and he's chasing him, he's like, "Sir, I'm fucking your new tank assistant tank driver." And he just turns and goes, "No, you're not." And he still follows me and goes, "God damn it!" As if fuck off. You're too young,
Aye.
don't want you. You know what I mean,
Exactly. Aye, it's fucking. The first time watching this, I thought what War Daddy was a bit of a dick, and then I'm like, no, everything he's done, he does for a reason. Know what I mean? And he's hurting, I know that he's had to become this guy to keep other people alive, and you're like,
aye,
so
because you
so many layers to that boy, like an
oh,
onion.
well, like tap lasagna, he's back. You know what I mean? Which I'm just going to say because
Oh mate, aye,
you
it's
you don't
aye,
get any
but
explanation. You don't fucking need any explanation as to why he's got that. But he's obviously his
aye,
felt back's been
aye.
horribly
It's
burned.
he's seen some things, man, and some stuff.
Uh, fucking his back's like a tap of a Mars bar, all
Uh,
ripples and shit.
oh,
But
oh,
he says to Norman as well. I mean, he's always getting Norman these fucking wee pearls of wisdom. Says to him about the ideals are peaceful, history's violent, blah blah blah. But he says to Norman as well, I started this war killing Germans in Africa, then France, then Belgium. Now I'm killing Germans in Germany. It'll end soon, but before it does, a lot of people got to die. You know what I mean? As if
aye.
to say to Norman, look, start killing cunts. Fuck's sake. You know what I mean? You've got to.
Aye, aye, it's fucking. What I say is, mate, it's again another like real grounding into what World War Two was like. It wasn't fucking everybody was pristine, everybody done the honourable thing. Bad things had to happen for good to prevail, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And like Saving Private Ryan, I think this is one of the most realistic fucking glimpses into World War Two. You know what I mean?
Totally agree. Totally agree, mate.
So
Aye, I can't say enough about it. It's great. I'll
aye.
watch it many more times. That's for fucking sure.
Yep.
And makes me want to watch Kelly's Heroes.
Aye. Whereas a wee cheer me up. I mean, because there's not one British accent in this. No, I mean, even Jason Isaacs, he's American in it. Know what I mean? There's no hello, our cousins from across the pond. Hey, with your
I
big
know.
tanks, eh?
I know. Can you imagine fucking being an American and hearing that shit? Hey, hello.
Aye.
We came here. It's brilliant,
Aye,
mate.
mate. It's fucking aye. Superb Holland, man. Superb in every way. Just the character arcs, character depths, the writing in it, the effects, the battles, the big battle at the end, the big payoff, and then like myself, just watching it again, there's a wee message in there. Maybe God looks after folk, I don't know, but aye.
A
Superb
good,
Holland, man.
a
One of my
good war
favourites.
film. A good war film always has the man of God in it, doesn't it? I mean,
Aye.
Saving Private Ryan. It was Thingy Piper, the sniper. His name is Piper in real life. I can't
Aye.
remember his
Aye.
name. Thingy, but
Barry Pepper or something. Aye.
Pepper. Sorry, you're right. And he's the man that's quoting scripture and kissing his cross and all that. And this one you've got Bible, who's a much more fucking filthy, rugged fucking soldier of God. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But him, I know that what do you call it? The seamlessness and the fluidity of him and Berthanol's roles in the tank, loading, shooting. It's fucking great, man. Can you
Nah,
imagine
I've
an
seen some
author trying to
battles.
hit something 400 yards away and you're looking through a letterbox to do it?
I know. You don't need to take that into consideration, you know what I mean? So when you think these tanks, it's straight ahead shoot, you know what I mean? It's all angles and fucking 3 o'clock and all that shit, you know what I mean? I never took that into consideration, put it that way.
Oh,
I
near
mean,
to that. One of the things that the war enthusiasts criticised the film about was moving tanks rarely fired, because
aye.
one wee bump can put the fucking thing up that way or that way. Do you know what I mean? Tanks usually always shooted their main cannon from a stationary position. I'm like, fuck off.
Aye.
Aye.
Leave us alone!
I'm enjoying this, you bastard. And then there's another thing I read as well about at the end when the grenade gets dropped into the tank that does in word adding that when Norman comes back into the tank, there would have been nothing left of him. Very good.
Aye.
Criticise something else, you prick.
But aye. Mate, it's one of my favourite war films, definitely. And see when it came out, I didn't go see it in the cinema because I just thought, oh, fucking it's one of these. Know what I mean? One of these.
Aye.
But regret it. Regret it.
Aye,
So,
I regret it myself. I never seen it. I don't even remember the first place I did see it, but I did. But it doesn't matter really, to be honest with you. But I'd like to see it on the big screen, especially that ricochet, man, and all the ricochets after it.
just that noise, man. I think it's the noise that's more satisfying. It's like,
Aye.
see fucking Boba Fett's sonic booms in space. You're like that. Oh, I like that noise.
It's like a whoa, 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 well, a whistle,
Aye.
and all. It's amazing. So, with all that being said, Mr. Nurse, what would you give this out of 10 wee digits?
Well, I will give this film a 9. A tippity toppity 9. It's a 9 from moi.
It's also a fucking 9 from Wah as well. So there's a reason these are on my list there, folks, apart from when I picked fucking the Warriors, you know.
Aye.
If you haven't
Oh.
seen this and you don't mind a war film, a lot of people just really don't like it. My ma hasn't seen Saving Private Ryan, and I'm like, that's Oscar fucking heavy. It's amazing. It's about the story, but see somebody's leg falling out, she's like, oh no. If you're partial to a wee war film, even if you can watch a lot, just get it watched, because as Chris said, you're watching 4 at least guys at the top of their game here. And I'm no an advocate for Brad Pitt being an Oscar-worthy kind of guy, a kind of actor. I think he plays a good role like this, but other ones, and this is fucking smashing.
Aye. Superb. What I says at the start of this, I couldn't believe it didn't get any nominations for the Academy Awards. As good as other films that were nominated were, I can't believe this didn't get a wee nod. Know what I mean? And just
you said about 12 Years a Slave, and I know why that got where it got.
Aye.
Because it was a hard hitting. Brad Pitt was in that, I know, actually, wasn't he?
Aye.
It was a very hard hitting, I know a lot of people just can't watch it, but this deserved a fucking mention, man, at least.
Aye. Exactly. It's just, and like I say, see if you're not going to watch the film, just watch that scene that they're going to have the eggs in this woman's house, and just see the fucking acting in it, because it needs to be seen. You need to see it. No, I mean, we can try and describe it as much as we try, but it's for the eyeballs. It's for the eyeballs.
Aye, it's not so good for the blood pressure, right enough, because you're invested in the movie by this time this comes up, and
aye, and you're like, I was just starting to like you.
Aye, well, you come up with stereo angry for because wee Pena and Bernthal have just had their hole in the tank with the same lassie. You know what I mean? They've swapped it out. They're coming up here and like, going, no, you've had yours. Leave that lassie alone. Don't do anything. Please don't do anything.
It's just superb, man. What I say is one of my favourite war films, and I didn't think it would be. And David Ayer, like I say, is usually hit and miss, but this is definitely a hit for me. So,
a quality pick for your list there, son. I'm glad I chose it. So, excuse me. As always, folks, thanks for tuning in and listening. It will be Friday morning by the time you're listening to this. I hope this takes you into the weekend with a wee smile and maybe a wee movie to put in your list to watch, because it's fucking well worth it, I'll tell you. It's currently on Netflix as well. I don't know for how much longer, because Netflix just decides to put things on and take them off at will these days for some bloody reason. So get it watched while it's hot. Thanks so much for listening, as I said. And if you enjoyed it, always say, please pass it on to somebody else. Share it and say, these boys are all right. Get a wee listen. It's a good laugh. Or just send it to, make it an icebreaker for an ex that you wanted to reach out to, your brother that you fell out with 5 years ago at the Christmas party. Send that. And they'll either hit you back going like that, I was talking to it, or you still fucking hate me, eh?
Aye, and it's not that. All you need to do is, what's the script? That's all you need to send. You just type that to that person. What's the script? And they either go, what the fuck are you talking about? And if they bite your head off, you just go, it's a podcast. Listen to it. There.
It's a podcast. It's a movie podcast.
That's what I meant.
So there we go.
It's my pick again, isn't it? I
wish I had that fucking lottery music for the background.
Aye.
The old lotto music.
What did we do last time? Countdown.
So
right.
you have already chosen number 9's away and number 34, which was Fury, is away.
Oh.
So 9 and 34 are off the table.
Aye. Give me 17. 17.
Oh, 17 is good. Well, it is Backdraft.
Oh, with the fireman there.
That's about the fireman, aye.
I was going to watch that the other day.
Well, hold off. Or get your pen out next time you're going to watch it. Aye. A film I thoroughly enjoyed, and I get quite invested in and watched more than I should have, to be honest with you. Just a bit of science about the fire, a bit of arson, a bit of fucking brotherly love, a bit of history, the camaraderie of fire chiefs and all that. So I liked it.
There you go. We bit of backdraft there. And that's not a fart. It's a fire.
It's no back chat. It's backdraft. And it's obviously got fucking the wonderful friend to the podcast, Kurt Russell, in it.
Oh, I
have enjoyed many times.
Does he know that you're nothing? He's out phoning me at 4 in the morning. Like, when's the next one, lads? I'm like, come on, Kurt. Mate, come on.
I know. And every time you answer the phone, he forgets his caller ID, and he tries to put that Elvis voice on, you're like, for fuck, Kurt, come on. Heard this. I know it's you. We're talking about, hey, it's not Kurt. Fuck off, Kurt. You're paying the arse. Yeah. Goldie Hawn in the background laughing their fucking head off.
Is that the voice? Is that the voice? Tell them that Auntie Goldie loves them.
Aye. Tell them I want them in that Santa Claus Netflix 3 next year. We're doing one. We're doing another one. Aye, maybe. So there you go, folks. That is us for episode 2. Episode 3 coming to you probably a week on Friday. We'll try and record it on the Monday. We'll see how Chris is feeling. If he's been out on a Sunday or what. You know what I mean?
I know about Sunday, no. It's more Friday and Saturday, but I think Friday I'm Wolverine and Deadpool in it, know what I mean? So.
Oh, aye. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Thursday night. Oh. Again, it was just after work, but it's the only window I've got, and I know I'm going to be sitting beside a big virgin with a beard and a backpack, or a kind of fat lassie with green hair and stripy tights on, you know what I mean?
Like that. These are my people!
Hey, come on now, curry in. A quick word on Deadpool Wolverine. We got the first viewing out of theatre reactions. Every one of them is absolutely amazing. Not just great, amazing. There's people been reported are coming out with tears in their eyes. People coming out that aren't Marvel lovers saying this is fucking phenomenal. Just the camaraderie, the jokes. You don't have to be a Marvel person to love it. However, if you are Marvel, this is what Marvel was made for. So,
Aye. Well, I was an avid fan of the old Deadpool and Wolverine comics, mate. So it's right up my street. Should have happened long before now.
Did they have a kind of history together in the comics? Aye.
Well, just see the way the comics did. Like half the comic would be Wolverine and half the comic would be Deadpool. But there was ones where they crossed there because Deadpool was the only person that could try and take out Wolverine. Know what I mean? And it was just fucking what it was. So, aye.
See, in Marvel lore or proper comic book lore, is there a way to kill Deadpool?
I think there is, but I can't remember what it is. Just like there's a way to kill Wolverine. So,
see the last trailer that dropped, and they spoiled a bit of it for me.
Aye.
Because
I've not watched them for the first one. I've not watched anything since.
Oh, right, it's about somebody that's in it.
Aye. So I've not.
Past character, but I'll not tell you then. That's fine.
Aye.
You probably know. You've been on Twitter, fuck's sake, so there's no way you can't know who it is.
Exactly.
And I'll not tell the people in case I've no way to see it. So I'm excited. I'm excited, especially when I see behind Lady Deadpool, slow walk, you see all the other Deadpool legs. They're like, oh, these kids.
Aye. But that's the plans. So hopefully it's good. But for me, everybody, goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your days and your nights and your weekends and your dreams and your hopes. Remember, hopes don't die, but dreams do.
Aye, I second the motion. And enjoy yourself if you're masturbating later, or if you've got the pleasure of the opposite sex or the same sex. Enjoy the times. I don't know why I'm saying it, but I just want people to be happy. Right.
Wank away, boys.
Oh, signs. Wank away. Cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.